The Vision, the android Avenger. Able to alter his density to be either hard as a diamond or ethereal as a ghost. He can increase his mass to become immovable or reduce it to allow himself to fly. With a gem on his forehead, he can absorb sunlight and convert it to energy blasts. The Vision was created by Ultron in a plot to be used against his own creator, Hank Pym. Ultron would use the body of the original Human Torch and the brainwaves of Wonder Man. The Vision would be much more sophisticated than an average robot, more of a synthetic human, also known as a synthezoid. Later, it would be revealed that the Time Lord Immortus split the original Human Torch into two entities. One body remained the Torch, while Ultron rebuilt the other as the Vision. The attack on Pym leads to a conflict with the Avengers. While fighting them, Vision stops and instead turns against Ultron. He becomes an Avenger and remains with them for many years in good standing. Vision would start to develop feelings for fellow Avenger Scarlet Witch, and through more manipulation from Immortus, the two would marry. Due to trauma after a battle, Vision ends up becoming unbalanced and attempts to take over the world's computers. Vision is restored to his former self, but the world's governments keep a watch on him. Because of this, he and Scarlet Witch take a leave from the Avengers and try to adapt to a suburban life. During that time, they end up having twin sons. The Vision gets a greater sense of family because he and Wonder Man consider each other brothers, with an easy bond being based on the same brain patterns. Vision and Scarlet Witch move to California and join the West Coast Avengers. Worried because Vision is an Avenger again, rogue agents from various governments abduct Vision and dismantle him to avoid him attempting to take over the world's computers again. Hank Pym sets out to rebuild him, but Wonder Man refuses to allow his brain patterns to be used again, so this new Vision is cold and calculating, without emotion. It is also revealed that his children are part of the demon Mephisto's soul. Mephisto regains these parts back, and the children are no more. Afterward, Vision and Scarlet separate, and Vision heads back to the main Avengers team in New York. Vision gradually regains his emotions by adopting new brain patterns from a deceased scientist. He does attempt to reconcile with the Scarlet Witch, but still grieving over the loss of her children, Scarlet Witch goes insane, and Vision is destroyed. Iron Lad, a younger version of the longtime Avenger villain Kang, comes from the future to get help from the Avengers. Unable to find them, Iron Lad uploads Vision's operating system into his armor, which makes the armor sentient. When Iron Lad goes back to his own time, he leaves his armor, which becomes a younger version of Vision, with a personality based on Iron Lad's. Iron Lad ends up returning to the present, and this leads to a confrontation between him and Vision. Again, this version of the Vision is destroyed. Tony Stark is able to rebuild the original Vision, and he rejoins the Avengers. During this time, he starts to experience hallucinations. These affect his judgment. He is forced to delete all of his emotional data to restore himself to a functional state. Eventually, Vision does successfully restore his emotions. He once again takes leave from the Avengers and builds a family. His wife Virginia, son Vin, and daughter Viv. They move into a suburban town in Virginia and try to live a normal life, with the Vision working as a consultant to the president. Besides having difficulty socializing with the neighbors, in an effort to protect their family, Virginia ends up murdering several people. One of the victims, Vision's other brother, the cyborg Victor Machka, was murdered for revenge when Victor accidentally kills Vin. After covering up the crimes, Virginia eventually reports them to the police and then commits suicide. Vision continues as a single father with his daughter Viv, who becomes a hero in her own right as a member of the super team, the Champions. The Vision remains on call as a reserve member of the Avengers to this day. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to know when the next video is live. And check out below to see where you can find us on the web. The Fanboy Factor. Comics, toys, movies. What's your factor?